Hello everybody, it's me Chris, Pro-Am, with our Friday afternoon chat thing again. As you can see today, I've got on the new limited edition Pro-Am boxing, not in a fight t-shirts on. We're only doing 100 of these in this, now we've only got 99 left because I've got one. So if you want one, they're the same price as all the t-shirts on our website, www.proamboxing.co.uk. Get one bought. We've only got medium, large, extra large and double XL in stock. Anyway, apart from the lovely t-shirt, today we've been asked a couple of times to compare different models of fight gloves. Now, as you can see on the counter today, I've got a fairly good selection of everything you see on, apart from Grant and Fly. And like I say, we don't work with Fly. None of my boxers use Fly, so I haven't really got an opinion on it, and until somebody sends us some in, I can't compare it. The other one you won't see on here is Grant, which is a bit strange because without me and Pro-Am Boxing, none of you would have ever seen Grant because we brought it here. So, but saying that again, Grant, these are puncher's gloves, predominantly horsehair filled. Grant are made differently, as we all know. You can still knock somebody out wearing them, but they're not a horsehair glove. Anyway, off we go. Now, as you know, we have our Valero horsehair gloves. We do custom or crazy colours as normal. Now, to compare them, we'd have to start off with the original horsehair fight glove, what everybody knows about, which is Reyes fight glove. Now, these are the old school horsehair glove, as you can see. I will say these have been used, so beggars can't be choosers. These are all 8 ounce, apart from these Empire. They're 10s. We'll go into that shortly. So, when you put the Reyes glove on, there's plenty of room to get loads of bandage and protection on there. There's nothing here. Absolutely nothing from there backwards. So, all the wrist support comes from the lace and obviously the lace and the tape over the top. Now, they have a foam, you may be able to see the outline of it. The thumb is foam, it's not horsehair. You may have a little bit in there, but it's a predominantly foam thumb for protection. The horsehair is here. Now, this is the old fashioned way of doing it, whereas it's loose horsehair stuffed inside the glove, and it makes the weight. Now, obviously there's no breather holes, nothing fancy. They are the ultimate puncher's glove. I do believe they've changed the leather. These are cowhide now. They used to be goatskin. So as you can see, typical small 8 ounce, one piece. So it's not a 2-piece glove, one piece. Be interesting to weigh them, to be honest. They're still fairly new because I do know when you use these on the bags and pads for a while, the horsehair sort of mats and goes rock hard, so you wouldn't want to be hitting anybody with it, and it'd probably smash your hands in anyway. Now, after that, obviously a lot of people copied the Cleto Reyes, and it's one that you see quite a lot of, this version of the Everlast horsehair glove. Again, this is an 8 ounce glove, and it's made, I would suggest, in a similar way to the Reyes one. Thumb is very tight and small on it. I don't know what this is about, but there's no protection and it's just fancy stitching, so it must be a show. These are made in Mexico as well. Little bit of room in them for your padding. And again, a puncher's glove made with cowhide. Does have breather holes in the thumb and the palm. But very little padding, and I think I will weigh these at the end and we'll get a weight on each one. Now, a lot of people say that's the safer of the Everlast gloves because we come on to this. This is the MX. Now, the MX was banned because it was causing a lot of damage. Now, these are well used in a world title fight, so as you can see, there's plenty of blood on them, so I'm not going to put my teeth on them laces and undo them. but I can get my hand in it still. So if we get my hand in here, very little room in these, so I would imagine you'd have to have the laces really wide open inside. Now these are smaller than these inside. They're very and I'll be honest, they're very uncomfortable. They pinch here, they really pinch here, and I can just about get my hand in there, and again the thumb is very short. It's actually uncomfortable to make a fist. There's no padding. Again, it's just the old-fashioned way of packing it with a bit of horsehair. And I'm not sure, the MX ones were definitely banned by the boxing board. As you can see, there's no badge on that, no badge on that, and no badge on that. Wonder why. Anyway, if they're MX, it doesn't say whether they're MX2s. MX2s are you're allowed to use in this country, but again, it's just a very basic, cheap glove. Now, quite popular not so long ago when MTK and wherever you were putting shows on, they used these from Lonsdale. This is an MTK sponsored glove. This is brand new, obviously. It's an 8 ounce. I'll put my hand in it. Hang on, I've got to take my watch off first because I'm not going to have my hand in that one. Unlike these three, the rest are all with the thumb sewn on. Doesn't make any difference, doesn't make it any more safer or more dangerous. Now, that is not a bad glove, to be fair, comfort wise. It's a little bit rough inside. Especially on the fingertip area. You can still buy these. Lonsdale M60s I think they're called, or something like that. I'll tell you in a sec. Now, these are a foam glove I think. I'm not sure because I'll show you something. They're rock hard. They're very hard. But I believe originally when Lonsdale was bought out by Sports Direct, the chaps at McGurk in Sunderland, who were then running a title brand, were allowed to license this, and they bought a grant glove off me to send to the factory in India where these were made. These are made at Universal in India. Again, there's no, like, we all have to have this on now, you know. So Reyes don't have it, the Everlast don't have it, the Lonsdale don't have it. Now, the Empire, they do. Now, a little story about the Empire. The factory that make these wanted to make our gloves for us, these. And they said, yeah, we've just done the Empire ones. And I said, well, don't want the same as another brand, we do our own thing. Now, these are the Sparticus puncher's glove. Now, believe it or not, if you look at the size of these are the 10. And they look identical to all these little 8s on here, don't they? But the guy at the factory, he said, well, they just sent us some of these and we copied them. Now, to be honest, I think these are better than these. I'm being honest, you know, I'm not slagging anybody off, as people tend to think and will be biased and do that. And to be fair, it is more comfortable than the one they've copied. And they haven't done the single thumb. So whether that factory were talking bull or the truth, I don't know, but that's the story I got told anyway. But again, these are, I would say they're better than the Everlast. They're more like a Reyes glove in a way, but very steady. If they're a 10, I would never see anybody over middleweight getting their hand in them, not a chance. Especially a light heavy cruiser or a heavyweight, no way they get their hand in them. What I will say is there's a funny pad here, and I'm not the only one who's noticed this, by the way. There's a funny pad here on the back of the hand. No one knows what it's for. but it is a puncher's glove. It's got a bit of padding on there as well, so it's doing a bit better than the rest. But like I say, for a 10, it's tiny. Now, onto the cream of the crop. As you know, Dinardo, they're very exclusive gloves. They're top of the range for everything. I mean, obviously, if you're going to buy a pair, you're looking from £1,000 to £1,400 or euros or whatever you are. This is the 2 teller, 8 ounces. So, again, all of a similar size. So that lovely lining he puts in it with that paisley pattern on. I love the way Filippo makes all his stuff. It's unique, and it fits nice. There's room in there for your bandages. It's a sewn on thumb. It's not on this one. The thumb's a bit tight, so obviously it's slightly out of place for me. This fits perfectly. It's lovely Italian leather, as you know. I think it's a puncher's glove again, as we know. No breather holes, but you can open and close it really easily. Beautifully made glove. Not short of the labels, is it? It's got labels everywhere, but again, that is a nice glove. I mean, obviously you're paying 4 or 5 times the amount of all the others for these gloves, so if you pay for them, that is. So that's the competition today, and that's what we're up against. Now the Reyes, old school, they are what they are, 8 out of 10. The Dinardo, they're a traditional glove and they're uniquely made, 9 out of 10. Everlast MX, well, if this is the MX1, it's banned, so 4 out of 10. The other Everlast one, 5 out of 10. The Empire, I like it, a good 6, 6.5, but I think it's very small. Now, R8s, I can get my hand in here. I know I've got big hands for my size, but there's bigger people than me. Well, smaller people than me with bigger hands. Now I can get my hand in that, and there's plenty of room inside. It's easily openable. It's our horsehair mat inside, so you're getting the full punch on that. Comfortable, thumbs in the correct place. It's got support on the wrist and the forearm. It's got a nice padding here, and like I say, it's got our full matting, and the thumb actually curves. It's not, because when your thumb's in a fist, it's curved. It's not like that. So a lot of gloves tend to do that, and it's not comfortable. So that's our Valero horsehair 8 ounce fight glove. Obviously I'm going to give this one a higher score, not because it's mine, but because it's made in a more modern way. These can be manipulated. You can, what they used to do, especially the Reyes ones, what they used to do, they get it in. This is what I've seen trainers doing in the past. You roll the gloves up like that, so they're breaking the hair inside. So they roll the glove up, tie the laces, leave them like that until it's time to getting ready to glove up. Then what they do is they manipulate the horsehair back and back, so it ends up down here. And if you've been watching professional boxing for a good few years, you'll see sometimes that when they take the glove, the tape just doesn't come to here, it comes up here. It's because they pushed all the horsehair back. Now I've said this before, when you're just loading a glove with horsehair, that's why and how you can do that. Now all these you can do that with ours, and these are different again anyway. So it's a shaped mat, so it can't be broken on the knuckle area to prevent that kind of misuse. And obviously you can see there's nothing in them. You can see, and now Everlast do an MX2, which is supposed to be an improvement. I'm presuming this is an MX1 because it doesn't say anything on it. I know MX2 does, or is supposed to say MX2. I don't know what I think that's just a cheap entry-level fight glove, to be honest. I don't know about them. They're quite popular. I think Sports Direct, or Everlast through Sports Direct, sponsor, who did he sponsor now? They sponsor Matchroom shows, I think, and they sponsor boxer shows, so they'll give them a load of gloves. So obviously they're going to give them, if they're giving gloves away, they're going to give them the cheapest gloves. So that's why you see them on a lot of shows. Obviously with Dinardo and ours, you can go all out and get custom, you know, whatever you like. You'll customise your glove, different things, you know, your colours, whatever. Dinardo will do that as well. Reyes, Everlast, they'll give you a certain colourway and print your logo on it, i.e. but they won't make a certain pair of gloves for you. I know Rival, who I forgot to mention, they will give you a certain colourway. And I'm just, the only reason I've got no Rival on here is because I always bang on and use Rival because we're friendly with Rival and we sell Rival here, so I didn't want to include them for that reason, so I'm not looking biased towards another company. So custom wise, we'll do it for you. There's a few who'll do custom colourways and different things, but we can do it, no problem. Anyway, let's just see. You'll have to trust me with the scales here. So, the Reyes glove, 8.25, so that's well within parameters. The Lonsdale glove, 7.95, so it's just under. Yeah, you can't get much closer than that, to be fair, can you? The MX, 8.5. The Everlast, other one. Get it all on there. 8.3. The Dinardo, 8.5. Ours. Ooh, look at that. Bob on, sir. What can I say? No messing about here. And obviously these are 10s, so we'll see what these weigh. 10.5. So they're all around perfect weight size. The only other thing I can tell you for now is these are about £65. You can still get them on eBay and places, but you don't see them on shows anymore. But if you want to use a fight glove for your pads and bag work, 65 quid, not bad. The Empire, I think they're about 180, 190. So, up to you. The Reyes, they're around 240-ish. So 240, this is pounds by the way, so you know, I'm not converting anything. They're about 240-ish. Expensive. These are around 240-ish. These are around 260, 270, maybe a little bit higher in some places. These are about £1,100, but they are, it's like having a pair of designer jeans, isn't it? So they are what they are, the designer. So you're paying for the exclusivity of those. Ours, 140. Unless you want to go silly and get all the, you know, you can do your custom work. It's not going to cost anywhere near as any of these, but it'll be a little bit more expensive because obviously it's silver crocodile skin. You try finding a silver crocodile to skin it. It's not easy. But silver crocodile skin printed cowhide, which it really is, it's a little bit more expensive than plain black or lime or anything like that. So the price will go up a touch for those, but not anywhere near this kind of money. Everything else about the gloves is much the same. They've all have that satin sweat-proof lining. They've all got lovely long laces. Like I say, the Mexican-made stuff is one piece. It's just traditional the way they do it. It fits okay, and again they're made in a traditional way where it's just stuffed with horsehair. You've seen our old ones I've got over there on a dummy in the window. I've opened them before where the old fashioned way we used to have ours done exactly the same, but this is the way to go. This is the modern way. Yeah. Also, you know that we have the FF glove, which is the foam fight glove, which everybody tells me now. They'll all go, "Oh, isn't that the same as the winning fight glove?" Which I don't want. Ours is made different, but apparently when you're fighting it, it feels like a winning competition glove. But that's the FF one. That's the one that you see a lot on DAZN. A lot of our promoters like to use it because it's not a knockout puncher's nasty glove. So they're the same price. We'll do custom in those as well. Generally there are mass market the FF, the HH, which is these horsehair, the Valero glove. We also do hybrid sparring glove made in a similar way. Catch that on our website as well. So don't forget the limited edition bright lime t-shirt. This is our fight glove compilation. Hope it's been interesting to say the least, and I will give these. The nice gentleman called Marcin from Poland sent us these, so we will be getting a nice gift and something in the return post. These are ours. These are by a world champion friend of mine. These are what he's used in world title fights. As you might have guessed, he uses these now because he prefers these. He's getting towards this stage where he's world level, but he's getting towards the stage now where he's not quite a veteran, but he's pushing that way. So he's tried every pair of gloves on the planet. These are what he prefers now. These are what he's used in the past. The Reyes, the Everlast and the Dinardo. He's not got a problem with them. It's just that times move on and ours are made more modern and better. What you've got to think of as a fighter, you put them gloves on and you go, whew, I can feel all my knuckles in them. Don't forget your opponent's wearing a pair the same, so you'll feel his knuckles as well. So there's no advantage specifically, or if you're at the top end where they can choose a different glove, they may choose one which is harder than the one you're using. So use ours. No, it's your choice. There you go. There you've got it. Old school, old school, old school, copies of old school, designer and ours, and cheap stuff. So there you go. Fight gloves. Like I say, these were all 8 ounces, apart from obviously the one we said with the Empire were 10s. They're okay for a cheap glove. They're made the old-fashioned way. But small and tight. So, you know the score. Please like, subscribe, comment. See if you agree that they've ever taught you anything about how a lot of these look out of shape because they're so quickly, sparsely made with just stuffing things in. There's no real shape and design to them because they're just horsehair wedged in, as you think, and that's very tightly packed in. So comment, agree with me. If you'd like us to try and test and go up against something else, please send them in or ask. Like I say, we didn't try them all. We didn't do the rival because the friends of ours and the good gloves, and I didn't want to look biased by pushing rival every day. The fly I have no opinion on. None of my boxers use it, so nobody sent me a pair. What else didn't we try? Oh, the Bravos. I've tried Bravos on other things. We have actually, Anis gave us a pair of their boxing border control gloves to give to one of my fighters to try. He didn't like them and they were very hard. Not like that. They were harder than them, to be fair. So they're not top pro stuff, to be fair. So no, I don't want to make him look bad. by putting up against these bigger top end brands. There's loads of other ones out there that we've seen that are just one-off companies that will be here today and gone tomorrow. Fans having a, thinking they're going to be the next Mr. Everlast or whatever. But there you go. Tell us what you want us to show you, come up against, test. Doesn't have to be a fight glove, can be any kind of glove or any kind of groin guard, any kind of head guard, pads, whatever you like. And I'll see you next week with our delivery shot. See ya.